So almost every adult in the United States received either stimulus money, PPP money, and that's the Paycheck Protection Program, or unemployment benefits. So the question now is, are these benefits taxable? Well, you're going to find out in today's episode. I am Joshua Roberts, attorney at law, and you are watching Lawyer Up. In today's episode, it is the tax episode. Probably the biggest question I received all year long was, are these benefits taxable? Is my stimulus money taxable to me? Is the PPP money that I received taxable? Are my unemployment benefits taxable? Well, we finally have some definitive answers from Congress. And the answer may surprise you. If you enjoy today's content, hit that like button. If you have a question or a comment, put it in the comment section below. If you'd like to know more information of a legal nature or dealing with these types of issues, subscribe to the channel. And as always, I love it when you share me on social media. And remember, I am a lawyer, but I am not your lawyer. If you need advice specific to your legal situation, then you should lawyer up, or in the case of taxes, accountant up with someone in your area. So without further ado, let's get to it. Are the stimulus checks or the stimulus money that you received, is that taxable? And the short answer to that is no, it is not taxable. Now, I've seen some accountants on TV and they say, actually, it is taxable. It is a taxable advance of the 2020 tax refund that is tied directly to the economic impact payment credit. It's taxable, but it is a credit which offsets the tax. And I say, hey, buddy, take a shot of whiskey, sit back and enjoy the party. I don't want to get hyper technical, but if I don't have to pay taxes on the money I'm receiving, I'm going to call it not taxable. And that's the bottom line. The original stimulus check of $1,200, or you may have received less if you make too much money, right? And the money for the dependents. And this second round, which is $600 at least right now, that money is not taxable. You do not have to pay income taxes on it. And that's the easy one, because then we move to unemployment benefits. Are these benefits taxable? And if you remember, each state has its own unemployment benefits that it pays. Then with the CARES Act, the government was providing a weekly supplement to this amount of $600 originally. And then over the summer, it was changed by executive order to $400, and now it's $300. But the answer to that question is yes, those benefits are taxable to you. Now, a lot of people elected to have taxes taken out of their unemployment benefits, and they did this by filling out a W-4V for a voluntary tax withholding. So if you did that, you may or may not owe any additional taxes on top of taxes that were already taken out. However, those that didn't make such an election should expect at the end of the year to pay income taxes on their unemployment benefits to the extent that they are taxable, or that your income has reached a level where you owe income taxes beyond any credits or offsets. So while there is a bit of grumbling about whether these unemployment benefits should be taxable, the bottom line is they are. Now we move on to the PPP money. And remember, this was initially originated under the CARES Act. And these are forgivable loans to small businesses. And the question is, are they taxable? Now this one's a little bit more complicated. Traditionally, if you get a loan, that's not income. You don't pay taxes on it because you have to pay that money back, right? So the money comes in, but it's going to go back out. Not income, you don't pay taxes on it. However, if your loan is forgiven, that's money that comes in that doesn't have to go back to the lender. Traditionally, a forgivable loan like this is taxable. Now, originally, during the summer, the IRS came out to say, hey, listen, these PPP loans, forgivable loans, or grants, if you will, are not taxable as income. However, you can't use the PPP money to make expenditures for what would be business deductions. So you can't deduct the expenses that were paid for by PPP money. And the net effect of that guidance was that, in essence, the PPP money is then taxable. That was until the end of December of 2020, where in the second stimulus package, the Congress cleared that up. And they said not only is PPP money free from being taxed as income, but you can also use it for deductible expenses. Now, this is really significant for small businesses because let's say a business's income is at this level. Well, if they got PPP money on top of it, that would have added or raised their income level, right? But because it's not counted as taxable income, then it remains down at this level, even though they received that extra PPP loan money on top of that. Now with the additional IRS ruling, you have that level of income, but you can also use that amount of money for business deductions, further reducing a business's taxable income. This is big news for small businesses. Now, some people have called it double dipping and criticized it. However, Congress clarified that essentially this was their intent from the beginning, to give what is tantamount to a stimulus check to small businesses. Because if you compare it to the stimulus check area, you don't have to pay any income taxes on that. So the new law passed at the end of 2020 clarifies that PPP money is not taxable as income, and you can deduct business expenses that were paid for by these funds. Big news for small business. So that is the tax episode. I hope you enjoyed the information. And to summarize, is stimulus money taxable? No. Are unemployment benefits taxable? Yes. Is the PPP money or the forgivable loans to small businesses taxable? No. And that's the summary of where we are with the tax implications from the stimulus bills of 2020. I hope you have enjoyed the episode. If you have, hit that like button for me. If you have a question or need a clarification, comment below. If you enjoy this type of information, I would invite you to subscribe to the channel. And as always, I love it when you share me on social media. My name is Joshua Roberts, attorney at law, and you've been watching Lawyer Up.
Send lawyers, guns, and money.